An unsettling aura seeps into the atmosphere as three friends gather for a late-night soiree in an archaic mansion notorious for its chilling tales of past partygoers who mysteriously vanished. Meet James, our ever-ready cynic, armed with a smirk of skepticism and a dismissive chuckle that echoes through the mansion's grand halls. Sarah, the daredevil, her eyes sparkling with mischief and heart pounding with the thrill of the unknown. And Ethan, the silent observer, navigated by his eerie intuition. They find themselves in a building where laughter, tinged with nervousness, reverberates through the cobweb-laden corridors, and music breathes an uncanny semblance of life into the foreboding night. As the night grows darker and the inky shadows stretch out, whispers of a local legend grow louder, seeping through the crowd like a spell of terror. A haunted road, they say, lies not far from here, its chilling path marked by ghost sightings and strange occurrences. Sarah, with a lust for adrenaline, proposes a midnight exploration. James, predictably, dismisses the idea, shrugging it off as a mere urban myth. Ethan, though silent, feels a bone-chilling shiver crawl down his spine, almost as if he can sense the unseen dread that lies in their path. With a blend of dread and exhilaration, they decide to test the legend and venture into the spectral labyrinth of the haunted road. As they leave the warmth of the party behind, the chilling darkness of the haunted road awaits them. The three friends, James, Sarah, and Ethan, step into the void of the night, their laughter echoing through the hushed silence. James, ever the prankster, lightens the mood with his jokes and playful banter. He dismisses the eerie atmosphere with a wave of his hand, a smirk tugging at the corners of his mouth. Haunted road or not, he says, it's just another road in the end. Sarah, on the other hand, is a thrill-seeker. Her eyes sparkle with anticipation, her heart pounding with adrenaline. The prospect of encountering something supernatural is more of an adventure than a scare to her. "Imagine the stories we'll have to tell," she exclaims, her voice filled with excitement. Ethan, though, is not as enthusiastic. His discomfort grows with each step they take down the road. His intuition is buzzing like a bee in a jar, telling him something isn't right. But he shakes off his unease, not wanting to dampen the spirits of his friends. As they journey further, the road starts to live up to its haunted reputation. The wind carries strange whispers, chilling them to their bones. Unexplainable occurrences begin to happen. A sudden drop in temperature, a distant howl that sends shivers down their spines, the rustling of leaves when there's no wind. Each oddity amplifies the eeriness of their adventure, casting a spell of silence over their earlier laughter. James's jokes become fewer, his laughter forced. Sarah's excitement wanes, replaced by a growing sense of unease. Ethan's discomfort is now palpable, his intuition screaming warnings he can no longer ignore. But despite the growing fear, despite the eerie silence and the chilling wind, they press on. The thrill of the unknown, the allure of the adventure, it keeps them moving. They walk further into the darkness, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the haunting whispers of the wind. Despite the growing fear, they press on, unaware of what lies ahead. Just when they thought it was merely a legend, the unseen terror begins to reveal itself. Our trio of friends, James, Sarah, and Ethan, had begun their journey with a mixture of anticipation and skepticism. But as they delve deeper into the darkness, their courage is tested. The late-night party's laughter and camaraderie seem like a distant memory now, replaced by an oppressive silence broken only by the crunch of gravel under their feet. James, always the skeptic, tries to rationalize the strange occurrences. The sudden drop in temperature, the flickering of their torchlight, the way their voices seem to echo strangely. But even he can't explain the sense of dread that's slowly creeping up on them. His light-hearted banter falters, replaced by an uncharacteristic silence. Sarah, the thrill-seeker of the group, had initially embraced the adrenaline rush. She had laughed at the stories, dared the spirits to show themselves. But as the night deepens, her laughter takes a back seat. Fear starts to creep in, turning her usually bright eyes into wide, fear-filled orbs. She clutches her jacket tighter around herself, But the cold isn't what's making her shiver. Ethan, who had been unusually quiet since they set foot on this haunted road, now steps forward. His voice barely above a whisper, he admits to his friends that he feels a menacing presence. They're not alone on this road. Ethan, who often found solace in solitude, now longs for the comfort of a crowded room. His admission sends a shiver down their spines. Suddenly, the oppressive silence of the haunted road is shattered by a chilling scream. It echoes through the night, bouncing off the trees and reverberating through their bones. They stand frozen in fear, their hearts pounding in their chests. Their breaths come out in ragged gasps, their bodies rigid with terror. As they stand frozen in fear, a chilling scream echoes through the night, leaving them and us wondering, what happens next?